Hey guys, so Texas is finally doing what it's supposed to do, and we are back in the 60s and up for the next week or two that I can see. So I figured, hey, it's a new month. It's time for me to water all the plants that I have overwintered in the garden. So right now I took everything out. I'm about to water them, but at the same time I'm also cleaning up the garden. But I haven't been in this greenhouse in a minute. We do have an eater in here now, so some of my plants looks like they're dead, but one thing I've learned is that when there's life, there's hope. So I'm gonna keep hanging on to them until the end of the season when I bring them outside, water them for about a month. If it comes back to life, yes. If not, yes. You know, it's almost at the end of the overwintering season. I literally only have like a month or so left before I can move everything back out again. So I'm not giving up at this point. But lesson of the day is that I should have added the eater in here since 2 months ago and not last month. All right, let's do it. Let's get to work.
So at this point, the next step is to empty out the greenhouse, which involves just taking everything as much as I can out so I can sweep and clean up because I had some soil everywhere from the last time I tried to clean up in the RE. So at this point, I'm doing my best to deeply water as much as I can. So in my initial step, at least just dump water everywhere first. So at least if I miss one, I know they have some kind of water in there already. So I do, when I add deeply water as much as I can, because I might not be able to do it again for another week. So everything has been watered. It's been draining for almost 2 hours now. So it's time for me to move them back in here because the temperature is still supposed to be below 40 overnight. So fine, time for the girlies to move back in. So let's get to moving in. So as I was moving the plant in, I noticed that most of them looks like they're dead, especially on the top part, which means that whenever it's time for me to put this back out, I will need to do some pruning. But deep down, the root is very much alive. I could see some greenery here and there, and some are started to give me some new leaves. So if the weather remains in the 70s for the next month, I'm going to start like putting fertilizer on some of them. And look at that, for example, on some of them so that we can start bringing them back to life. I'm excited. All right, so everything is now back inside. We are done, so everything is back where they belong. And the ones that show signs of growth or that I need to do extra care for, I move them here. But that's it, you guys.